wasn't planning on doing a video today, but every once in a while, Walmart will surprise you. We got $15 for Farming Simulator 23. Nintendo, I don't know why I'm saying Nintendo, Sea of Stars for 15. They have it, what is that, the DC, Justice League, whatever, for 5 at some point. And then this Everdream Valley game for 10. And I'm assuming it's not the right game there, but the full download version of Taxi Chaos for 5, which they've sold out of, it looks like. And they have another version of Taxi Chaos there for 5. Let's see if we can get some help. Alright, so we're actually gonna have to spin the block on this Walmart, come back, and hopefully the games I want are still there, because I came here to kill time before the thrift store, and the Walmart employee that works the electronics area is busy with like 2 other customers right now. I'm not gonna be late to the thrift store. Alright, had to avoid the Pokemon purchasers, which is the nicest way I could put it. I usually use much more annoyed, derogatory terms. Grabbed Sea of Stars, Farming Simulator, and Everdream Valley. Sea of Stars is going to Unknown Video Game Hunter, who doesn't have it yet. And the other 2 are going to Amazon. So this place here was a flash in the pan of being my spot a couple of years ago. I think it might have been 2 years ago at this point, maybe a year ago. What is time? It's hard to tell. And I had to hold it close to the chest because I felt like, you know, you got a good spot that no one else is really knowing about or talking about. You gotta protect it. Well, I think I protected it too well because they went out of business pretty quick. Because I feel like I might have been one of 5 customers they were getting in regularly. It was wild. Like I would always only be the only person shopping in that gigantic warehouse of a thrift store. That's where I was getting, I don't even know if I was posting on YouTube at the time, but I got like a bunch of Amiibo from them for like $2 or $3 each. Some decent video game finds. Best of which probably being some N64 games for like $10 each that go for like 30 to 40. Like really good stuff like that. And a lot of stuff that honestly I probably should have left behind, but when you're trying to build a relationship and a rapport with a business, like I wanted to be the guy that they go to sell video games. And I was kind of developing that, I feel, but then they were just gone eventually. So it was like a lot of that goodwill that I was trying to build kind of just evaporated overnight, like when they just happened to not be in business anymore the next time I came around, which sucked. And they had these, they were doing too good of deals. Like you would spend $100 and you would get like, I think like a $5 coupon, like a $5 off your next order thing. And I had probably 3 or 4 of those things stacked up that I didn't get to use at the end because they just weren't open the next day that I went. They just weren't in business anymore. I don't know. I was driving past it on the way to the next thrift store, and I just felt like finally talking about 365 tag sale, which was pretty fun while it lasted. I think this is the first time I've come across something at a thrift store that's 3D printed. Actually kind of cool. I would not drink out of this. I don't know if you could. I don't know how that works. It's a weird one. I heard about this when it came out, but no one talks about it at all anymore. I've got to see it. I'm like constantly baffled by how cool the Saw releases are in terms of what they do with the packaging. That's crazy. Here we are again. an option. This is definitely an option. I have a sealed one already, but could just keep this and sell the sealed one. That's an option. I've seen this before. Yeah, well, that's what I was looking at the other day, so we're already good. You're already in the clear for finding enough. All right, here we are back again. Unplanned, but I feel like Switch games are like my main addiction. I mean, other than food, obviously. Shit. Well, picked up some more. Did end up going with Cult of the Lamb. I figure I have the sealed one at home. Keep this one. Sell the sealed one on Amazon. Probably make a little bit of money. This game, I'll have to double check it. Greek Memories of Azure seems to be going for more than I thought on Amazon, so this one might just be a sell, just based on how much it goes for. Make a little bit of profit on this purchase. And then if you watched last video, and if I included the clip, I haven't edited the last video yet, I did see Super Lucky's Tale at a store where I couldn't string together 3 other titles, and I'm very happy to get this. This one, once again, on Amazon is where I checked these initially. It seemed to be going for more than I would have imagined. So we'll see if I end up keeping it. But one that I've actually had my eye on for a little bit, I haven't heard anybody talk about it, Dodgeball Academia. Looks like this story-based RPG with dodgeball mechanics. So kind of interesting, cool art style. $10. Papa John's. Alright, one last Gamestop for the day. And for the video. See if we can find anything. Haven't shopped this one yet for this deal. crazy. I didn't know they made Phantom Brave for the Switch. I'm gonna have to keep my eye out on that. And also this one looks interesting. Paperman Adventure Delivered. It's on sale. I'm already buying enough Switch games today. I'll grab that one eventually. I'm falling down this rabbit hole that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of. All right, let's take a look at what I was able to find. This is one of my local retro stores, the store I was able to pre-order my Switch 2 at. Let's go over the Switch stuff first, because it's honestly the least interesting. So, game I've had in my collection in the past, My Hero 1's Justice 2. I've watched like the first 4 or 5, 3. I actually don't know how the seasons work. I've watched a lot of the anime. I haven't finished it, or I'm not up to date on it. I haven't heard anything about the game. I've owned it in the past, got rid of it. Won't own it again. I'm ready to give Puyo Puyo a second chance. This was one of the early pickups when the Switch came out in 2017, I believe. And wow, I do not understand Puyo Puyo. I feel like I've seen enough gameplay of it now, like what, 8 years later, that I'm willing to try again and see if it's something that I can keep in my collection. XCOM 2, the collection, XCOM 2 collection, I guess. A game that I'm pretty sure one of my friends who primarily plays on PC is really into, unless it's a different XCOM. I feel like that's one of those things where maybe there's 2 different series of XCOM. It's like a squad-based strategy game from what I understand. It says definitive tactical strategy game. And then we got Sonic Chronicles, The Dark Brotherhood, incomplete, missing the manual, and unfortunately I didn't realize this because I didn't have the cartridge on me until after I'd purchased it, but the cartridge is in rough shape, but for $10 I wasn't going to leave it behind. And then a handful of loose DS games. We got another Pokemon. Digimon. This is really hard to film. I gotta get a better situation in here. Digimon World Championship. WarioWare DIY. WarioWare Touched. And finally, Dragon Ball Z Supersonic Warriors 2. And most of that is going to be for sale. Probably going to keep just the Switch games. So by the time you see this, honestly, the sale's over, but keep your eyes and ears perked up for the next 4 for $40 deal at GameStop. It's a highly addictive sale, especially once you get a little bit of success. You want to find more and see what else they have in the other stores. So is this the last 4 for $40 deal you're going to see this week? I can't even tell you, because I thought I was done when I finished filming yesterday. So like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll be seeing you.